Right, let's jump right in and take a look at the customer portal for ServiceM8. This is an essential add-on for any business that is dealing with property management companies, has customers that need information from them on a regular basis, or any business that really just wants to show or reinforce their customer service by giving access to a portal to keep their customers informed and up to date on the progress on their jobs. So let us take a quick look and see exactly how this works. We are going to start off by actually looking at how we turn on the customer portal once it's been added to your account, and then we'll work back from there and go and take a look at the settings thereafter. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up the client section. We are going to go and choose this job over here. So we're going to go and select this client, the buns in the oven. We're going to go and open that client up. And what we'll notice on the top over here, we have our add-ons drop down. So we're going to select our add-ons drop down and we're going to go and find our customer portal. So we select that, and that opens up our customer portal interface where we can go ahead and turn the customer portal on for this particular customer. So each customer needs to have the customer portal turned on. We want to give you ultimate control on who has which customers have access to the portal, and which will, and then a whole bunch of settings on the back of that. So the first step is to go and turn the customer portal on within the client section. And now we're presented with a whole host of options that we can present this customer with. So it's on a customer by customer basis, we can decide a few things. And we start off by asking, do we want to allow the customer to book jobs via the portal? We're going to say yes. Do we want to allow the customer to attach files to existing jobs via the portal? We're going to say yes to that. We're going to ask, do we want to allow the customer to add notes to the existing job? And yes again. And finally, do we want to display a business profile to the customer? And yes, we want to turn that on. And that's just so that we can show you everything within this with this section. Now, of course, you can choose what you'd like to share with the customer by simply toggling on and off, and very, very straightforward process. Next, we are going to quickly have a look at how we now send or give your customer access to the customer portal. And again, we've made this extremely easy. We simply have to click on the send button, and this will now send login details via email to your customer. It will send them a link on how to get into their customer portal, as well as share their one-time or their initial password with them, which is listed below here. Once the customer has received that link, they'll be initiated or asked to complete or add their own password, and so that they have a very secure customer portal at that end. Next, we're going to go ahead and have a look at this customer portal. And for you as the business to log into the customer portal, we have a button at the top which says login. We'll simply click on that. It's going to open up a new browser, and what we can see over here is that we have a customer. This is what the customer will see when they log into the system. They're able to see a list of jobs that you've decided to share with them, and it will show various information that you have selected within the job. So let's go ahead and take a look at exactly how we work with the job and the information within the job. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to close this down, and we are going to jump into the dispatch board, and we are going to go and open up the job that we want to share information with for the customer. So in this instance, we're going to go and open up job number 18. Again, we go to our add-ons drop down. We go and look for the customer portal. We select the customer portal. And what we'll notice here is that we've got this job displaying in the customer portal. Now, this job will automatically, if it's the first time we've turned this customer portal on for the customer, this job will be in its default position, will be off. And so we'll need to come in, if we want to show this job in the customer portal, we'll need to come in here and toggle it on. Now, when we toggle it on, we're presented with the information we wish to display to the customer. So this could be the site name and address, and as well as any additional notes that we might want to share with the customer. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go ahead and select the job description. We're going to copy that, and we are going to go and paste that into the description over here. So we're going to go and paste that there, so we can go and share whatever information we can describe this job, whatever would make sense for the particular customer. And we are going to just say that we're going to do an appliance install, in fact. So we're going to select that. We can add some notes that we would like to share with the customer as well. So we can say, well, let's just add a test note for now, and this will be presented within the customer portal. We also can notify the customer via email. So if we put a tick and notify the customer email to check their customer portal, again, great time-saving feature here, where you're able to simply put a tick in the box, and when you click apply, it will notify them to check their customer portal because they have some new information. Next, we have all of our attachments in the job, and this is where we get to share information with our customer about the particular job and information that we feel is relevant. So in this instance, we're going to go ahead and turn on the quote for the customer. We're also going to go and turn on some other documents and photographs, and we've also got a video and let's turn on one more photograph. So as we toggle them on, these will now display within the customer portal and give them access to the information that you've shared. So we've got some reports here, as I mentioned, we've got a video, and let's go ahead and take a look at that in the customer portal. So we're going to go in there, we're going to quickly click refresh so that we get the most recent information. And just before we come back there, one last step that I want to show you, you just need to click apply, and now that's going to change and update the customer portal again. So we just click refresh, and you'll see that whatever we apply into that field will update for that customer. So you can really keep it relevant and keep the information to what they would need to see in that space. Okay, so let's work our way from the top down, having a look at the customer portal and just making a sense of a few of these items. The first thing is your logo will be presented in the top left-hand corner. And if we move across to the direct message, we have the ability to send that directly into the ServiceM8 inbox. We're going to go through this in settings, but just want to highlight a couple of items. Your telephone number, of course, if they open this up on their mobile phone, they'll simply be able to click that link and it will call the number that you have saved in that space. We also have the option to present additional business information. So this is really useful if your client is looking for information such as insurance numbers, or perhaps their contact details of an emergency contact, or maybe just your company number, to make it really accessible to them. And again, we want to make it so that your customer can serve themselves with as much information as possible, and again, reducing the amount of interaction and time they use asking you questions. So if we go ahead and click on the additional information, here you can see our business profile. We have got our emergency contacts, we've got our public liability insurance number, and some company details. And again, we can, in the settings, build out as much or as little information as you need within that space. Okay, moving down, you can see that we have the ability to go and add a new job or the customer can add a new job and book that in directly with you. It will come into your inbox, and you can go ahead and convert that to a job. So really nice and easy, directly from the customer portal, giving your customer direct access to you and your team. Next, we're going to go and have a look at the job itself. So we can see over here that we've got a quote sitting with the customer, and if we click on that job, it's going to open up and present a whole bunch of information. So this is all the information that we've decided to share with the customer. And what you'll notice is the line that we decided to share, we've got the job number, and we've also got the next scheduled date as to when we're going to go and do some work on this particular job. So all of the vital information that the clients generally ring up and ask for on a regular basis, we are presenting them with. So again, they're able to find that information themselves. What you'll notice over here is that we've got our quote document that we've sent out to them. They can go ahead and open that up and have a look at that particular quote that we've sent out. And if they say that that's exactly what they'd like to go ahead with, they can go and accept that directly from the customer portal. So we'll go ahead and accept that quote. And it's going to ask them to agree to the standard terms of service, and we say yes, and now that quote has been accepted. And what you'll notice here is that job, it was originally a quote, has now been converted to a work order. They see that, and when we go back into the job itself, we'll see that as well. They can add attachments, so they might want to share documents with you, and they can also go ahead and add notes. So perhaps you need a gate code, and so we can go and add a code into the system here, or they can do that for you, and that will come directly into the job card itself. So again, a massive time saver in exchanging information back and forth. They don't have to send you emails. All the information is sent directly to the job card. Attaching documents or files and or drawings that you might need access to is as simple as a click of a button. So let's go ahead and take a look at the job card and exactly what's happening on this side over here. I'm just going to close it down and reopen it just so we get the fresh data. So what we notice is, again, this job is automatically converted to a work order as it does through the standard acceptance, except it's done directly through the customer portal. And what we notice over here is that we have got our code, which has come through, our 123 gate code, automatically into the job notes, and we can see that there. So very relevant to the job we're working in, and very, very easy to work with. Again, we might want to change the information that we're sharing with our customer, and it's as simple as opening up the customer portal, toggling off the items that we want to hide from that customer, or we might want to go hide the entire job from the customer. And the minute we do that, if we go back to the customer and they do a refresh, we'll see that that information is immediately adjusted in real time for that customer. So a really useful tool, incredibly powerful, and gives you a great way to communicate or gather information from your customer and share information with your customer so that they don't have to keep coming back, particularly for property management companies, things like certificates in for tenants, those are all stored and centralized for them, so they have an easy way to manage that process moving forward. To round out the customer portal, we're just going to quickly go and have a look at the settings and how we make some adjustments to those settings, and we do that through the add-ons tab. So we simply click add-on, we go and look for the customer portal logo, click on that icon over there, and this will open up our settings page. The settings are pretty self-explanatory. You can work your way through from top to bottom and simply answer the questions as you see relevant to that particular section. We have general settings, which will change, of course, the general functioning of the customer portal. We have the job creation settings, which will allow you to build out and specify the form that you would like your customers to book on when they click on that book new work with you. So you can really build out a full question set, add exactly the questions you need, so you can really tailor it to suit your clients so that they give you exactly the information to keep you efficient. And then last but not least, the business profile section, where you can add information that you want to share with your customer that they regularly ask for, such as emergency contact individuals, or again, we know that insurance number, sharing that with a company is really important, as well as expiration dates or any additional information you might want to share, all built out through the settings through the add-ons section under the customer portal icon. So really easy, really simple to use, very, very quick and efficient, and allows you and your team to share information with your clients in a really simple and easy to use fashion. We know that you will love that, and it will again save heaps of time within your business. That's all from me for now.